All right, and welcome to today's episode. We are over here at our village where we've been doing some sort of maintenance work, but we're ready to start building and kind of getting ready for that. So today's episode, I'm going to spend most of it over in our medieval area, and we will be doing work over there. So I'm going to head over there, and I will meet you there here after the cut. All right, and welcome back. So, we are over here in our area where we're going to be doing our most of our building for our first province. And I have chosen to build down over here. It's a little further away from where the main center of town is, but I got a pretty big build here planned. And this is not going to happen and get finished in one day. But what I want to do is this is where I am going to build. Oh, I hate to destroy that waterfall, but it's going to have to go. We are going to build, there we go, a theater. We are going to replicate Shakespeare's The Globe Theater, just sort of in a stylized way. We're not going to completely replicate it, but we're going to do it inside of here. So one of the things about the Globe Theater is that it's basically two circles. It's a circular building, but the inside of it is open, and that's where the stage is actually at and some of the seating. So what the goal is to do some of the seating in here, and then get the rest of this around the outside of it, and have some of it poking up above the mountains and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I want to get some of this laid out here, get an idea of what I want to do, where it's going to be at, and I'm also going to go sleep. And then I'll come back and sort of talk to you about what it's going to look like, and hopefully we'll be able to get the initial foundation and or our color palette done that fits in with everything else that we've got in here. So I'm headed back to our little hidey hole over here, and this is sort of the color palette that we have, but we're definitely going to be using stone, and I think I'm going to be using this dark oak and spruce in it as well. So let me get that laid out, and I will be back with you here in just a bit. All right, and welcome back. So we're making a little bit of progress here, little at a time. That's all we can do. I got our inner circle done for this here, and this is where our stage is going to be. I've been torching up and getting some stuff in here, so you can kind of see what we're going to be doing here. This is a 25 block radius out into this this inner circle. So we're going to have our stage right in here and go back. And I may move it back even a little bit more, because I plan on doing this. I think I'm going to do like a 5. I dug a ways back there. I started digging, and then I realized I had miscounted and dug too far back. But I think this is where our outer wall is going to be. And that's going to be the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get that outer wall ring laid out. And once I get those rings laid out, then I'll be able to start building up the walls. We're going to work on the inside and work out. Mostly because this is going to be because this is open air. It'll be a little bit easier to deal with. These will be less floor, more support going up to a roof, and then the outer ring is going to be the wall, and then the upper floor is going to be covered and sealed in. This will be open to the sky. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So my next step is going to be working on that outer ring. So let me do some more digging and get some blocks placed, and I'll be back with you here in a bit. All right, and welcome back. So I've got this quarter of the circle done. This is what we're going to have here. Just so you know, that's wrong. It's not really 25. It is diameter is equal to 25 on the inner circle, the outer circle, there we go. 37 on the outer. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide hallway here. So that'll give us a little bit of decoration on the sides, 3-way hallway all the way down this side and into each one. So I think that that's going to be pretty good. Now, what we're going to have is going up in this direction. We're also going to have some pathways and sort of an archway. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it out here somewhere, and we're going to have a nice gradual slope, so you end up inside of this front, this bottom floor, and this will be the ground floor. So in the original Globe Theater, this entire inner ring was dirt. It was a standing room only, and that's where a lot of the common folks ended up watching the plays from. So this is going to have it won't have any seatings. It'll have some probably some podzol and dirt and gravel, more what's the word? A rougher look, a dirtier look to it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have this sort of phase in. So what this will be is this won't be a wall. It will be supports going up, and the real wall will start up a level. And this outer wall will be more wood-based. Probably going to use spruce for the flooring in here, I think is what I'm going to do. And then slowly work with some stairs that go up into different parts of it. And then what we're going to do is up in and this is where it's going to be a little bit different. So the original Globe is out of London, and you can see the whole thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to just sort of build it into this little formation here. So this wall on the outside is going to stop and go into there, and then the roof is going to be on it. And as though the whole thing as though the whole structure was there. And I'm not really sure how tall it's going to be. I haven't. My initial impression is that it's probably going to be the peak of the roof is going to be up there somewhere where I just shot that arrow. So it should be kind of interesting height and so forth to get it in there. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to have to tear down and work with, but the inside of the walls will all be hollowed out up to the level, and then everything else is going to be kind of left alone. So I'm not going to go all the way up with this. I'm going to take out this area right in here. That's what I've been doing, and get a lot of this taken out and cleaned up in here, because this is going to be a walkway area. There's definitely going to be in between these circles. This is definitely going to be something. So this will be cleaned up and out of the way, and should be kind of interesting. Now over here, I've kind of been playing with the ideas of what I want to do over here, because this is going to be sort of the outside of it. You can see where that's at. It's going to have just a little peak around this corner, and then we're coming into the outskirts of this province that we're building, and probably going to take that down. That just looks ugly and out of context up there, but and then we'll have up here, I'll probably do something, but you can see down, there'll be a cover over the top of this, but you can kind of see down into this as well. Maybe put some fences up here or something, just to sort of work this part of it in as well. Maybe some trees or something like this. But that's the whole idea of this, is to sort of make this all one. The building is part of the formation around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on digging. And this has been eating up a lot of time. Not sure how long this episode has been. I don't think I've got a lot of footage filmed on this. I've been doing a lot of digging, going back and forth between here and the our supply village. I'm just grinding up some grinding out villagers, getting them bred up, and sorting out some mending villagers. So I really don't know. I've been back and forth. When I get tired of digging and doing this, I bounce back and forth. And I'll tell you this: so this outer circle, I had to do it. Just doing this first quarter over here, in this area that I had just showed you. I did it probably 5 times before I got it right. I kept coming up short, and then I'd come up way long, and then I'd be short again. I just couldn't get this pattern in there. That was a struggle. If you guys have ever built circles like this, trying to get these 2 inner circles to work together, it can be a project in and of itself. Just getting those to do that. So let me keep digging. I will see where we're at on time for the video as well. Hopefully I'll get you a full-length episode in here as well. I don't want to do a too short of an episode for you guys. I mean, that's just not fair for you. But sometimes the early game grind can get you and eat up a lot of time that you don't even see coming. And I have a suspicion that might have been what happened to me here as I've been going along, not really watching the clock at all. And had a good chunk of this getting gobbled up just redoing this and doing a lot of the digging. And I will say this: you really do get spoiled in the end game of vanilla once you have a beacon, you have your pick that your monster pick that you need. I mean, this is an efficiency 5 pick with Unbreaking 3. I mean, it's not doing bad. I don't have mending on it yet, so I got to be real careful about that and how much I'm using it. That's one of the reasons I keep going back and forth for the villagers is we've got some enchantments and so forth going, but we really need to get that mending on our things. And once we have mending, I think we're going to be as a group in really a lot better shape. That's really been that one enchantment that you really don't realize how often you use it and how much it keeps things going for you. So that's where we're at. So let me again. Sorry, I keep going back to this as I'm digging along, just sort of chatting with you. Let me go dig a little bit more and check on my times, and I will be back with you after the cut. All right, and welcome back. So I did a little bit of digging. Okay, I did a lot of digging. And we've got a little bit of headway made on this, and the video time is pretty much done. I've got bad creeper. Okay, oh man, what is this? Creeper infestation. Alright, so got this all dug out, got it all squared away, and looks pretty good, I think. So that is all I got time for today, but as far as the digging and working on this project, but I need to show you what's going on with one of these builds. My video is a little bit late, and it happens, but we have Brownie Pet Gaming, who has done this mill, and it's not quite done, I don't think, but this is just an awesome build. I know he's still working on it, but the one thing I know he showed in his video is this wheel that he's done, and I think that this is just awesome as far as how this looks. I can't wait to see him finish it. But there's some other builds I'm trying to avoid letting out. So this is just an awesome build. So that is what I got time for today. So if I'd love to hear your feedback on what's going on, what you think of the series, how you think things are going, how you think we're doing over there. It'd be great to hear from you. As always, you can leave a comment down below. You can always find me on Twitter at @AWanderingNerd. If you liked or if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. So, until next time, this is a Wandering Nerd.